Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge, and welcome to STARIO Haven Tower, which, if we're being all fancy pants about it, could be described as a vertical city builder game, but I think calling it a tower builder game is a better way of describing it, because really that's what we're doing. We are going to build a great big tower up into the sky where a few people happen to live. So of course, because we do have people to look after, we have to make sure they're okay, they need homes and food and all that kind of stuff. We need to deal with the weather, because that can be quite changeable and troublesome at times. We have to manage the colder temperatures as we build higher. We need to make sure that we can move our goods around efficiently because of course they need to go up and down the tower. And as we go along, we get to look at some very lovely scenery and vistas and sunsets, which all sounds very nice indeed. So do you know what? Here we go. Without any further ado, let's dive into the demo of STARIO Haven Tower, because we are playing the demo today, and do a little bit of tower building. People thought prosperity would last forever, until the world-ending sandstorm swept everything away and civilization was destroyed. Only those dwelled underground escaped and survived. But in the prophecy, when 7 stars are collected and are built into a statue, you can quell the disaster and restore the glory of civilization. So the first explorers set off. They decided to build a sky-high tower towards the unreachable stars. Oh, okay, right, and we are straight in. Okay, so there is a little bit of a backstory going on. There is a reason as to why we are building a great big gigantic tower. We want to build it so high that we can find the unreachable stars, which does seem like a little bit of an impossible goal, because if they're unreachable, surely we can't get them, but we want to build higher and higher to get these stars, build them into some sort of statue type thing, and then we can restore the glory of civilization, and presumably stop the sandstorm apocalypse that's currently going on. And yes, we can see right now, look, all this kind of sand rushing past our tiny tower just here, but I think right now, because we can see this sand kind of flying past quite quickly, we know that time is ticking by. So I think let's begin, shall we, by asking a very, very important question. And I think you all know what it is. So say it along with me, everybody. Is spacebar pause? And yes, I can happily confirm that spacebar is pause. Well done, game. Good job. We are going to get on just fine, I feel. Right, now that time is paused, let's go and have a little look around, shall we? So over here, we've got some fairly basic camera control stuff to do. So, okay, we can move left and right. We can move up and down. We can rotate. Yep, that's fine. Oh, there's a flying thing. Hello there, flying thing. There's some birds over there. That doesn't look like a bird. Oh, hang on, there's another one. Yeah, that's not a bird. Hang on, unpause time for a second. That looks like a stingray. That like a manta ray type thing that you would normally find in water, but now it's kind of flying around. Okay, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Is that good? Or is it going to try and eat us? I'm not quite sure. But okay, right, we'll find out as we sort of, play the game a little bit, I suppose. Right, so there is our tower right now. So not particularly grand, I wouldn't say. It's got quite a nice sort of base to it. This is quite elaborate. It looks a little bit sort of Egyptian in design, sort of. But yeah, so lots of little kind of walkways and big kind of doorways and things. Looks very fancy. And then yes, here is the tower. And then on the side of the tower, we've got these 4 little sort of shack type things, which don't really look in keeping with the rest of it, because the rest of it's all made out of quite nice sort of white stone. And these are made of fairly shoddy looking wood, I think. But okay, so what are these? One of our goals over here is to focus on a building, to double click a building. So hang on, let's reset the camera. There we go. So we completed that goal. Look at that. We're so good at camera control. We're amazing. Right. And now double click on that thing. Okay. So that is a hut. Okay. So that's effectively a house, and 2 people. They're not called citizens. They're called tower-tizens. Okay. I like that. That's quite good. So 2 folks can live in there. Okay. And yes, we have 2 people in there, and it looks like, yeah, they need food and drink. And then it's got a range. I don't know what a range is, but okay. Oh, I see. Hang on. Is it like a sort of a range of how far they want to be away from their house, possibly? Because it says within 2 layers. So if we built something, say, 4 layers up and told that person to go and work there, is that going to make them grumpy because they're too far away from home? I don't know. And then we've got durability, hang weight, maximum hang weight. Okay, so it looks like we need to take into account sort of weight and like proper architecture principles. So we can't say build a great big kind of bit out over here and then stick a heavy thing on the end because it's going to collapse because it'll be too heavy. So we've got to do sort of like proper architecture things with supports and load bearing and girders and things, stuff that I clearly don't know enough about, but hopefully the game will help us out a bit as we go. Okay, so there is a hut, and ooh, layer 1. Okay, what's that saying? So layer 1 has got water, sea buckthorn, wood, planks and sand bricks. Okay, and then down here we've got build, research, disaster. There is a disaster button. I don't want a disaster button. The prophecy of disasters. Sand, mist, rain and blizzards. Okay, right, all of these aren't very good things, but okie dokie. And then, yeah, no jobs. I think we have 8 people. Yes, because we've got 4 little kind of huts. So 8 people, 113 faith, morale is medium. And then, yeah, we appear to have actually 104% of the food we need, which is quite good. And the same for drinks. And currently, everybody is a porter. So people are just moving stuff about. Okay, right. Food supply. Let's go and do a bit of this, shall we? Let's try and find out how we do some basic stuff. Man is iron. Food is steel. If you say so. Yeah, okay. The shrub garden produces sea buckthorn, nutritious and healthy. So we need to build 3 dew collectors and 2 shrub gardens. Okay, so I assume then we go down to here, but we don't want to build them on the top. I want to build them on a platform, like that one. How do we build a little kind of platform type thing? Surely we don't just build them on the top. Surely we have to build the tower upwards. Is that not how that's going to work? So a shrub garden. Oh, do they just stick out anyway? Right, okay. Oh, the little sort of... Oh, it's telling us about each different layer. Okay, richness. There's a richness to each layer. Does that mean of the air? Or just general kind of monetary richness? I don't know. Sand zone, mist zone. Okay, right. There's quite a lot going on. Right, so if we then... How big is a dew collector? A dew collector is... Oh, hang on. They're funny looking things. They appear to be sort of overhang too far. Oh, hang on. How can we do it? Okay, I think we need to stick them on the side. So if we put that there, we're going to put a dew collector there, and then can we build another one next to it? Can we build another one adjacent to that one? Yes. And then build another one, please. Although I don't want it to be at that angle, because that's a bit silly. Yeah, like that. So that's 3 of those. Okay, so that's what we need to build. And then 2 shrub gardens. Okay, so that collides with another building, apparently. I'm fairly sure it didn't at one point. But okay, right. There we go. So pop that in like that. That's 1 shrub garden. And then do we put another on this side then? Sort of, yeah, like that. Can we stick it out a bit more? Can we have it sort of like that? I don't know. Is that possible? Maybe. We'll find out. Right, unpause time then. So how do we do building? Oh, okay, they just sort of get on with it. Okay, pause time. Hang on a minute, hang on. So now we've got dew collectors over here. So they're like big kind of sail type things. And I imagine the water runs off it and into these sort of buckets here. So we're going to get water. And then we've got little sort of, look, tiny little sort of farms going on. So what was that again? Shrubs. Okay, so we're growing little sort of berries and things, sort of, tiny foodstuffs. Okay, and I notice our morale has gone up because we've now got food and drink. And there's people. There's people. I can't zoom in anymore, but there's a couple of people there. Somebody there in red. Is there anybody wearing Geek corporate colours? I would like to think maybe somewhere there is, but no, they have got quite big hats on. They've got big hats on. I would have thought they wouldn't be wearing a hat. Given the sort of the windy weather around here, I would have thought hats would have been immediately kind of blown off into the oblivion over there somewhere. But no, they appear to like a hat. Okay, right. So we'll let them do whatever they need to do. Morale just went up to plus 20. Wow. Okay, that's quite good. Right, build 1 woodcutter station and build 2 huts. Okay, what wood are we cutting? Are we cutting this wood here? I'm not really sure. Okay, but a couple of extra huts. Right, so can we build them here and have a little sort of housing area? Possibly. Okay, so do that, but then we need a woodcutter station. Cutting wood into planks. Okay. Can we put them over this side? No. I think it's got to attach to the main tower by the look of it. Oh, there's a shadow of one of those weird manta ray things. Flying manta ray thingamajigs. Okay, right, so that's now going in. So that's done. Okie dokie, right. Assemble tower-tizens. Great projects require more manpower. Oh, okay. That was, I don't know what that was, but okay, we've done a thing. Build the tower. For more building space and richer resources, reach for the sky. Build a new layer. Okay, is that button there then? So when does that button appear? I don't know. Here we go. Right, so island, courtyard, boat. Okay. Right, what does this mean though? What do I do with these? This is the plan that we want to follow. Okay, hang on. Pause time for a second. Pause time. So we could just build a regular block, which I think is capacity of 25, and it costs 30 wood and I don't know, what's that? No, what is that? Bricks. 30 bricks and 20 planks. Okay, we have 25 planks. What's that star thing? Is that faith? Okay. The higher the morale, the faster faith increases. Okay, so faith is like a sort of a building thing as well. We need certain levels of faith to do other stuff. Okay, and then if we were... Oh, rain is flying above the wind. Is this informational, or is that just some sort of like prophetic comment you're making? I don't know. Is it a code? Yes, comrade. Yes, the rain bird flies at dawn. Okay, so yeah, build one of those. Doesn't do anything. This is 40 bricks and 20 planks, but that means that we get a bonus of 20% wood and 10% food. So maybe, yes, that floor is going to be good for having a woodcutter on it, and also possibly like the food things. Or a boat is good for water and something else. I don't know what that green thing is. We haven't encountered the green plus 20% thing yet. But okay, for the minute, how about we go for a courtyard? So build one of those. Yeah, confirm construction, please. Okay, so on pause time, they can then build us a courtyard. Very nice. But now we can't build again because I don't think we've got the resources. Yes, we are down on planks, but Chappie there is working on planks. Okay, right, so if we then get another woodcutter onto this floor, that was a good bonus. But where do we get the wood from? This is the question I have. How do we get wood? We collect... Oh, yeah, it comes from the shrub gardens. Okay, so I think this floor needs to be quite shrub garden and woodcuttery heavy, so we can then make the most of those benefits. So if we put a shrub garden thing just there, that means we can gather some more wood. And how much was it? It was 4 water and 8 planks. Okay, so if we then get another one of those in, now we've got some more planks on the go. That is good. So build another one there. So now we should get a bit more from that. We should get more food from it because of the floor thing we had. However, we are now short of workers. Okay, well, how about on this floor we get some housing? It is 10 planks. Yeah, okay, right. So we'll get some housing set up on this floor. Yeah, nice, nearly there. Let's move the thing back down a bit. They just sat on top of the pile of wood. Can you go and do some stuff? That's the easiest job in the world. These people are working really hard. So you're growing plants and I don't know, harvesting stuff. This person here is just sat about, wiggling their feet over the edge of a big pile of logs. Living the life, crikeys. Okay, so put that there and another one there. So a couple of extra houses. So does that mean people immediately move in? I don't know. Possibly not, but we have got all of the jobs met. But now we want to get ourselves, where are we? Another woodcutter. So if we then put another woodcutter, can we tuck them into that gap? I think we can. So put that just there. Okay, so they can now start making some more planks, which is what we need. Okay, And I think, yeah, because they're on that particular courtyard floor, we get a bonus of wood. So these are generating more wood, and we get more sea buckthorn, which is what they're growing, I think. Okay, right, so that's looking good. So these should be pretty good. However, drinks. Hang on a minute, hang on. Why are we down to no drinks? Who's on drink duty? Can we please get some more drinks? Okay, we need another dew collector, I think, or two. Okay, let's put a few of them up here then. We'll have one there, and we'll have one there. There we go. Right, so people can now go over there, and hopefully they can get some more water. Yeah, what's going on here then? We're going to watch to see this fill up. I want that to fill up, please. Okay, so boop. It goes up. Why have we got 0 drinks? That's a little bit concerning, but okay. And you know what? Can we build another... Can we get another hut? Can we build another hut down here? Yes. And then build another one just here. Okay, right. What do you want us to do now, game? So I got distracted by sorting out other stuff. Build a research station. Collect some dust. I don't think that'll be that hard to do, collecting dust. I think there's quite a lot of it around. And then research sand bricks. Okay, right, I see. So now we need to start making bricks. Okay, so build a research station. Okie dokie. That is 3 people and 20 planks, which we can now do. Okay, so where does that go? Oh, it looks very exciting. You can't build things on top of the tower then. You build things around the edge of the tower, which I do quite like. Okay, so if we put that there... oh, I've built it... Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, yeah, they're not level... Okay, right, we've got some slight wibbly tower stuff going on, but that's fine. They're not perfectly aligned, but it's okay. Right, so get that in. There we go. So we have a little kind of research station thing on the go, which is lovely. 3 people are in there. Research not set. Okay, so can we pick what we'd like to research? Sand brick. Okay, so yes, we need to gather some dust. Okay, how does one gather dust? I would have thought just take off your hat, hold it out into the air, and it will fill with dust, but maybe not. Dust collectors. Okay, so I think we need to get a few of these. So let's try and do that and try and put them level. So we'll have one there, please, and then we'll have one... Can we make it level? Come on, game. Come on, we can do it. Yeah, there we go. And maybe another house. Just for good measure. Can we not fit another house in? Bother. Okay, we'll put it there. Then there we go. Let's another couple of houses, actually. So more people can work here. Okay. So, what have we got? 20 jobs. It's taking a long while to get the houses done. It is taking a while. Oh, I think, yeah, because we haven't got many porters. So people aren't around to move stuff about. Okay, maybe we get some more housing set up. House over there, house just there, and a house just there. Okay, that I think looks okay. Food's looking okay, drink is looking okay, and now we're gathering some dust. Wildly exciting. We've gathered 8 dust. Can we gather 10 dust and relive the high life? Yay, there we go. Right, now go into here. Do some research. Sand brick, please. So how do we say... use faith to research. So it's going to cost 10 dust. Yeah, okay, so 20 faith. So do that. So is that going to take a little while? We can see in the corner how they're going. Right, so then we're going to understand how to make sand bricks. So I imagine then we want to build up another floor. Maybe build the water floor. Oh yeah. This floor here not looking so hot on the old drinks. Research complete. Yay, that's good. Cactus plantation. That's what the green thing was. Okay, can we do that, please? Can we research cactus, cacti, those spiky things? I think maybe. Do we need to get some more water dew collecting thingamajigs? We've got 30 people and 22 jobs. So we have got some capacity for this. Hang on. But then, hang on. If we build another floor, the boat, that was good at water and also cactuses. So we need, but we need 50 bricks. Okay, we need to build 1 sand brick factory. Okay, maybe we can put that just there. So where would that be? Processing sand brick factory. Okay, so pop that just there. They can get that built, hopefully, eventually. Move the stuff over. And we should now be making... We take the dust, we turn it into sand bricks. Okay, so the stuff goes from here, goes into there, and becomes bricks. Okay, so I think then, build two dew collectors on or above the 4th layer. Oh, okay, right. This is layer 3? Well, layer 2 is done, so we need to build layer 3. So I think then, maybe just have a regular island bit here, just have a plain bit, and then on the 4th tier, have a boat. Because the boat gives us plus 20% water, and if we're building dew collectors, that means we're going to get more water. So for now, let's just go for that, shall we? Just confirm construction of just a regular bit in the middle. That's going to be fine. And then we'll save up our resources. I'm a bit concerned about the lack of water, if I'm honest. Maybe, can we get another water collecting thing in? Maybe just 1 or 2. Some more dew collectors. Just get a little bit of dew from, say... that seems too high. Hang on, if I built those houses at the wrong height, I think I have. It's quite hard to build things on the right height. Are these things all relevant to the wrong floor? I think they might be on the wrong floor. Okay, never mind. It's all fine. It's all good. There we go. Right, that's now built. So, minus 72 water. Minus 71. Yeah, that's probably not great, is it? That's not very good. Okay, right. We need to get up onto this next floor. So yeah, we want to do the boat. So we need 50 bricks. We've got 19. We need 20 wood. I don't know how much wood we've got. I'm not quite sure. And we need 30 planks. And we have 25. Okay. So the minute we can't do that. And also, why is everyone just kind of standing around? Why are we not making any more planks? Make some more planks. Are they waiting for storage, possibly? Or is it another woodcutter we need? Maybe the woodcutters can only hold so much stuff. So possibly, do we need... Oh yeah, I think I've put these things onto the wrong levels. Can we move things? Can we adjust where they are? No. Okay. Yeah, that's on layer 1. That's supposed to be on layer 2 to make the most of the bonus. But I think I might have possibly made a bit of a technical error there. Okay, never mind. You live and learn. It's all a thing. Yeah, we need some more water. We need a lot of water. Right, okay. I think possibly, do we abandon the idea of getting the boat thing? Because for some reason, yeah, if we put confirm construction, it's going to require quite a lot of bricks, which we're going to have to wait for, and wood and planks. But maybe it's worth doing it because it'll give us more water. I'm going to press the button and press confirm construction and see what happens. Okay, research complete. That's good. We've got a nice sort of cactus plantation researched, which is handy. But yeah, now we are seeing quite a lot of water symbols appearing over people's heads. Okay, I think we're not looking great in terms of water, but they can work on this, look. They can work on this, up to 27 planks. We've got a glass of water. Just the one, but that's okay. That will do. Can we build things on this floor, even though it's not finished? Can we say, do you know what? Yeah, want to get some dew collectors up here, please? I don't know if we can just yet. I don't know. We'll wait until it's finished. Let's wait until that's done. And then we'll try and build, yes, the 2 dew collectors. But also, where is the shrub garden? How do you pick what we want to grow in the shrub garden? Because, yeah, on this floor here, we want to have, like, cactus farm type things. Because that's going to be better. We are 92% of the way through our boaty floor. 95%. Come on, folks. Just, there we go. Marvellous. Okay, pause time for a second. So, dew collectors, and that floor is now lit up in green. So yes, we can see that they are sort of working on that floor. Okay, that's fine. So we'll build, how about, because water is potentially becoming a bit of an issue, what about 4 of those, and then just get some housing. Just pop a house just there, pop a house there, and then can we have another house? Can we have a house? No, it's quite hard to quite hard to get them to build where I'd like them to build. I want them to build sort of adjacent to that, but no, we can't do that. Never mind. Okay, how about we build in this little sort of nook over here then? There we go, like that. Get 5 houses, I think. Okay, like so. That's going to take a while. That's going to take a while to get the resources in and, you know, do the building work and all that kind of stuff. But they will get there eventually. And then we want to go to shrub garden. Oh, there's things appearing at the top in a language that I can't read. So that might be good or it might be a terrible thing. I don't know. Right. So if we put that there, current product, sea buckthorn. Okay, right. We press tab to change it to the other product, which is in a different language, which I cannot read, but I'm going to assume it's cacti, because that's the only other thing that we can sort of produce in our little farm thing. So if we do that, we'll then see what happens with that. We do need some houses to be completed, because we've got all these sort of dew collector things here, but they're not doing anything, because there's nobody to actually operate them. We've got too many jobs in terms of our people. But we'll try and get that sorted. What is this? What's that? There's something big. Was it just you? Was that just you flying by? It looked bigger than you. Massive. Okay, right. House has gone in, and I think that is doing something. Yes. Okay, right. This is good news. So I think we just need to wait for all this to kind of work itself out. Layer 1 is very sadly lacking in water. I am very concerned for the residents of Layer 1. Can we build them just one more dew collector? Yeah, that'll do. In fact, maybe just... yeah, one more might help. That'll just help offset the damage, I think. Those things are potentially alarming still, but never mind. Right, there we go. It's there being done. So 3 dew collectors up on this floor. We are going through quite a few planks, but that's okay. So yeah, this needs to be our water floor. This has got to be the floor where we just produce a lot of water. And I imagine we are going to then ship the water around. Water is more abundant in the higher sky. Using pipes to run water down is much faster than porters. Oh, so build like a little sort of plumbing system. Oh, that's quite good. I would quite like that. And we've got some more jobs available. Okay, so if we then get some more of the dew collectors in, if we go like that, get 4 more, just to make sure that we have got a lot of water on the go, and then get another one of those, another shrub garden, which I think, yes, layer 4. So pop that in like that. That should be okay, because we get a bonus to the cactus things. We are down on sea buckthorn, but I imagine... oh, I built a sea buckthorn one. I didn't change... hang on, we'll just build another one. It's fine. Right, change it to the other thing. Cactuses, and put that there. Okay, right. So we have got a bit of food going for this floor now, which is good. And yes, there we go. We've got cacti, cactuses, whatever you want to say as well. And then possibly just some more homes, just to accommodate a few more people. Yeah, it's quite hard to work out where you're building at points, as it often is in games like this, like 3D sort of games with, like, you know, full sort of freedom to build wherever you like in a 3D space. Can be quite tricky to sort of locate where you're building. The overhang is too far. Ah, bother. We can build there. We'll pop a little house just there. I think, is that all we're going to get? Can we build on that corner? Yes, we can build a house just there as well. So get some more housing, because yes, we are we're short of workers again. So we'll try and sort this floor out. Right, research pipe transport. Where is pipe transport? Potato plantations. That sounds exciting. Glass technology. Where's pipes? Pipe transport. Sand zone. The signpost. Glass. Structural blocks. Oh, there's pipe transport. Okay. So do we need glass technology for that? Okay, right. Research that. That's going to take a while. And I think, yeah, well, do you know what? I say a while. Stuff gets done pretty quickly around here. Look at that. 25% of the way through already. I also notice if we go up a few floors, well, this floor will be in the sand zone, but the next floor is going to be in the mist zone, which is intriguing. The lesser known zone of the crystal maze. But yeah, that's intriguing. Does that mean we have different buildings? Because we can do different things in those buildings? I don't know. Right, that's done. So now we can get pipe transport done, which costs glass. Okay, so now we're going to need to manufacture some glass. So this isn't going to be done for a while, I don't think. So okay, we'll try and unlock the technology for it, but I don't think that's going to work because we haven't got the resources. Okay, so now we need a glass works. If we build another floor, have we got anything to help with glass? Yes, we have over here a lapis lazuli floor, which I only know the phrase because of Minecraft, but yes, that gives us a bonus 30% toward glass manufacturing. But it does cost 10 glass to get it done, and we don't have any glass, of course. Bother. Okay, right, that's a bit of a nuisance. What we'll have to do is, on the floor down here, we will have to put that. Yeah, hang on a minute. Hang on. There's something. Is there something gigantic up in the sky? Is there like a massive whale or something? Because it doesn't look that the shadow doesn't look like the shadow of one of those things. Because they've got like a thin tail, whereas the shadow. Look, that's something else. There's something else up there in the sky. There's like a sky whale or something. Okay, I got distracted. Right, glass thing. Yeah, glassworks. Put the glassworks on this floor for now, on layer 4. That'll do. Okay, somebody go and work on that, please. Let's get that sorted. Anytime you like. Can we up time? Oh, yes, we can. Okay, we can speed time on very quickly. Crikeys. Okay, so get that done. There's lots of water up on this floor. Not so much down on the lower floor. So yeah, we need those pipes sorted. Oh, those people are a bit sad. Those people are sad. Why are they sad? Oh, they're not sad anymore. Hooray, good. Right, we need some dust. We need some dust in here. So do we now need on this floor a dust collector? Possibly we do. If we just put it there, then it's next to where it needs to be. So you can take the dust immediately out of the dust collector, chuck it into this very elaborate looking glass manufacturing thing. I like for them to put like nice pointy roofs on. That's quite good. And they can just immediately make the glass. So we should be okay. So I think we are waiting for just the glass to go in so they can do the final bits of research. It's 88% of the way through. And yeah, they are making sheets of glass. Okay, right, this is good. This is good. But yeah, draw a glass pipe between two layers. No need to connect it to a building. Start transporting water downward. Okay. So we've got the pipe transport thing done. Let's... what do we look for now? Potato plantation. That might be quite a good thing. Potatoes can be cultivated, no longer relying on eating fruits. Okay. We can have delicious potatoes. However, it does say sandstorms will affect the output of the farm, so the construction position cannot be too low. So we have to build them at a certain height, or else the potatoes are going to get all kind of, sand blasted almost, and then they'll die. Okay, we'll try and unlock that. Because, yeah, that means we can have potatoes, which means we can have, fries and chips and things, which is going to be quite nice. There we go. Right, logistics. A glass pipe. Have we got... We've only got 2 bits of glass. It can transport a resource downwards. Since it uses air-pumped capsules as a vessel, it can transport both liquid and solid resources. Okay, so I'm just going to run time on until we've acquired a decent amount of glass. Because I don't think 2 is going to cut it. It takes a while to do this. Hang on, it just says 2 glass. We must have made way more than 2. Where's the other... Oh, hang on, it's all on layer 4, of course it is. Hang on a minute, hang on. Right, so, glass pipe. So like that, draw it between 2 layers. So like that. Can we do that? Yeah, like that. I mean, that looks like a terribly organised, very shambolic pipe. But is it going to be okay? So we do this. Right, they're still working on it. What does that mean? What does that mean? I've not plumbed it into anything on that end because you didn't tell me to, game. So yes, they need to move the glass about. I think the porters are running about trying to sort of ferry glass around. They've got to go up and down the stairs on the inside of the main building. So that's why it's taking a while. But hopefully, if this does work, and we can ship water from this floor here down to all the other floors, then that's going to help out, isn't it? That means they don't have to move water about. They can sort of, I don't know, porter other goods. One little bit done. There we go. Sorted. But I don't know what that's doing. Oh, hang on. Items in the pipe. Oh, here we go. Water. Yes. Right. We're now sending water between the floors. Oh, this is marvellous. And it's dripping out the top. Okay, that's very good. I like that. That's quite fun. Research, we're okay. A balloon station? That's very exciting. Hang on, can we build this lapis lazuli thing first? Can we confirm construction of that? And then get us like a sort of a glass production thing going on. Because that would also be quite fun. But yeah, there we go. Right, try and get up here and build this. This will be fun. Hang on, pause time. The wind is blowing tons of sand here, says Chappie over here with the little hat on. No need to worry about building material now. No, because it says face the disaster. A sandstorm is approaching. I mean, it already seems to be quite sandy, but okay, it's going to get even sandier. Unstable structures may be damaged, so hopefully you haven't built too far from the tower body. The willpower of tower-tizens will also be tested. Disaster shelter attribute is significantly reduced. Oh, I see. If we have a disaster shelter, they become a little bit less sort of grumpy with us. Production buildings will be affected, water will become nearly inaccessible, and sand will continuously pour into the tower. However, once the disaster is overcome, the morale of the tower-tizens, whoever's not dead or, completely caked in sand, will rise. Okay. So, is that one of these things? Ah, yes. Okay. So, yeah, most tower-tizens have chosen to stay in the Undercity and waste their days. So there's not much water, and the buildings possibly might take some damage. It also brings the chance of collecting sand and making bricks. Every cloud. Okay, right, everybody, get down into the basement. I imagine that means people are now just, no longer on the levels where they're supposed to be. They're all going downstairs to hide out from the storm. Okay, that's fine. That seems to be sensible. Run Tom on very quickly. We've got 113, 112. Okay, fine. We'll just sort of wait then because nothing else is going on. Nothing is happening apart from that person there craving a delicious slice of cactus for breakfast. But, okay, right. How about potatoes is good. Yay for potatoes. Signposts? Do we want to research signposts? Do you know what? We might as well, because then we can complete everything in the sand zone research. So yeah, we'll get that done as well. Let's just let's start researching signposts. I kind of feel like a signpost isn't a thing that needs researching. Yeah, I could make a signpost. I don't need how to research one. Yeah, potatoes. Yeah, I get that. I don't know how to grow them properly, so make sure you're doing it right. But a sign is just a bit of wood with wording on it and an arrow. That's kind of it, really, isn't it? So there we go. We're nearly done with signposts, which is nice. Hang on, run time on quickly. I think the storm is done. Storm is done. Morale is high because we survived a sandstorm, which is marvellous. And now we understand how signposts work. Structural block or statue of the eagle. Ooh, that's way more exciting than a structural block. Yes, can we have one of those, please? Yeah, I'll take one of those. I'll have a statue of an eagle, please. And our fancy floor here is done. Mist zone ahead. Only one layer away to get out of the sand zone. The tower-tizens are excited for the upcoming new area, but the mist above is whispering unsettling words. Probably something from the jellyfish can dispel the mist. The new area will give the tower-tizens more enlightenments. Their technology will significantly improve. Okay, so on this floor we have the glass bonus. Okay, so let's make sure that we have some people that can sort of, live here and do some work for us. That's going to be handy. And then go to processing and get us a glassworks. In fact, you know what? Let's get 2 glassworks in and go completely bonkers. And maybe as well, we'll also just get some basics in. Just some basics of what people might need on this floor. So a little bit of water, and yeah, we'll have farm and such like. Let me go and set those up, because we've seen that a few times now. So yeah, we'll make sure that yeah, they've got the basic stuff they need just to kind of get by. Oh, and the signposts do actually have an in-game benefit. They're not just like a purely cosmetic item. They boost the porter speed on the layer that the signpost is located. Okay, I mean, let's put a few of those down. Let's just pop some of these down, because yeah, if we can make our porters a little bit more efficient, that's got to be a good thing. The only thing is, I'm not quite sure how we're going to fit it in. But okay, so I'll work on that as well. Let's get a signpost on each floor, as well as getting all the stuff on this top floor nice and sorted out. Right, there we go. Work on the top floor is now done. So we've got housing over here, little farm, got some water collecting stuff. The glass factories are not really working very effectively, because they're struggling to get the planks and dust they need to turn into glass, but I think maybe that might be solved by our next objective over here, which is to research a balloon station. So it looks like if we want to send resources downwards, we use pipes, and if we want to send resources upwards, we use balloons. I think that's how this is working. The only thing is, I went to research balloons, and we can't, because the balloon research is in the mist zone. Over here, small balloon station is just there. So I think what we need to do is build on the next floor up, which is in the mist zone. So let's go and do that, shall we? And I think, can we build an exciting thing? Can we build some exciting special? Yeah, there we go. Statue of the Eagle. We researched that a little while back, didn't we? But yeah, it's a disaster shelter. So if there is another disaster, people don't have to go all the way down to the bottom. They can hide in this bit here. 120 faith, got plenty of there. It's going to take a while in terms of resources, but that's okay, that's fun. I think maybe, do we need to get, I think possibly another woodcutter and another brick factory thing might be quite handy. Yeah, confirm that construction. And whilst people are working on that, hang on, which was the floor that gave us, that was just an island. That was, yeah, that was more wood. So on that floor there, over here possibly, could we get another woodcutter just to get some more? The overhang is too much. Botherations, okay. That's a nuisance, isn't it? I don't think we can put it anywhere else. Tack it over here. Colliding with other building. No. Okay, we can't stick it there because the overhang is too far. Okay, never mind. We'll put one here, look. Layer 3, actually. Layer 3 doesn't really have anything going on. Yeah, layer 3 was just like a padding layer, wasn't it? Okay, maybe not on layer 3. Layer 4's got wood that we could turn into stuff. Can we put it onto layer 4? Can we put it around here somewhere? There's got to be a place where it can fit. Come on, game. Come on. Layer 4. Oh, there's a pipe there. That is a bit of a nuisance, isn't it? Okay, not that. Okay, fine. Do you know what? We'll put it on layer 5 then. Be like that, game. We're going to put it just there. So there we go. So we'll have that. And then, yeah, brick factory might also be quite good. Get ourselves a little brick factory up and running. Overhang is too far. Let's put the brick factory here. And then we want a sand gatherer thingamajigger. That thing. Can we stick that? I don't know. Just there. There we go. Splendid. Right, so make a few more bricks and a few more planks. And then, yes, let's run time on very quickly until this new level of the tower is done. And then we can see what we can do with the whole sort of mist zone stuff. Right, there we go. We just got out the sand zones, says excited chappy over there. I can't wait to move to a better place and get rid of the sand. We do need the sand, though. We need it for, like, building purposes and such like. Don't be too keen to run away. Also, we do need possibly another hut or two on the layer there, so layer 5. So let's just put 3 more houses there. There we go. Right, up on this floor then. So yes, we've got the statue of the eagle, which does have some very exciting... I mean, they're not eagles. Are they? Maybe they're eagles in the current world. They're like... Well, I don't know what they are. I don't know, it looks like a big dog. A bear, possibly a bear with like a griffin's face with antlers, which is fascinating. Okay, right, so I don't know if they are necessarily eagles, but okie dokie. Right now, we should be able to go into the whole research thing and research a small balloon station. Yes, we'll have one of those, please. Get that researched. Okay, we've now unlocked the secrets of balloons, and we can build ourselves a balloon station. Only costs 10 wood, and it requires one person to operate it. Okay, so if we then build one, say, on the bottom floor, if we built one just there, so somebody can go and get that up and running, and then if we built one, say, on the top, just there, does that mean they then start moving resources between the two stations? Is that what's going to happen? We need to make sure that gets finished. So there we go. So I can take stuff from here and move it up. And I'm thinking, food or whatever might be quite handy. Okay. Start transporting resources upwards. So do we need to set route? Okay. Right. So we can connect. Oh, look at that. Oh, hang on a minute. I've just broken the link. Hang on. Like that. Okay. So now it can go from here. They're going to get a balloon and bring stuff up here. And then, of course, they can take it back down again. They can move stuff back down again, which is quite nice. I fear this pipe network isn't very good. I think maybe had I known about the pipe network, I would have left like a bit on the side for, to have pipes on all the time. But we can't do that right now, which is a little bit of a shame, but not to worry. Okay, right, so start transporting resources upwards. So what kind of stuff are you transporting then? Oh, hang on. Yes, we can tell you what to transport. So what's going to be handy for you guys? What are we doing on that top floor? What are we doing on this floor? I don't know. Let's move anything. How about... hang on. Mist. That's layer 5. There's nothing on the mist zone. How about water? Water's a good thing. Okay, wandering jellyfish. There is not any rain and snow in the sky. We haven't seen any rain or snow, but there is a balloon. Hello, balloon. Okay. Little transport balloon thing. Oh, that's exciting. And they must sort of pack it up and send it back down to kind of recycle it. But okay. There are also all kinds of magical creatures to help build the tower. Research quartz technology. Build a jellyfish bay. Okay. We'll do that then. Let's get quartz technology up and running. Let's research that. And then, yes, on this floor, up in the mist zone, I think we can build a farm. Because, of course, yes, we can have a potato farm. Because, it's on this floor now. So I think, we'll do that. We'll get ourselves a potato farm underway. I've pressed a button and now is it changed to another type of farm? I don't know. It's changing between different types of farm and I don't know what we've got. I'm just going to press the button and hope it's the right one. And just cross our fingers and I'm sure it'll all be fine. Yeah, okay, right, this is exciting. So water's going up to the top. We'll have food at the top. Some housing would be good. So let's sort out some more stuff over here on the very top floor. Right, we've unlocked the secrets of quartz technology and also we've got potatoes, which is very exciting. Yay for some potatoes. Okay, so do we want to sort of have a pipe to maybe take the potatoes down a few floors? Just, share the potato love a little bit, possibly. I think we should do that. So, where were they? Logistics. Okay. So, yes, it can transport both liquid and solid resources. Because, it's like air controlled, so they don't just sort of fall down horribly. It is sort of okay. So, if we say, okay, from this floor, there isn't really a good way down. So, we're going to have to build a slightly wonky looking thing. But, can we sort of go... Oh, yeah, look at that. Yes. Perfect. So send the potatoes to the ground floor, please. Build one of those. That's going to be fine. And also, build a jellyfish bay. Ooh, lantern workshop. Okay, that's exciting as well. Where's a jellyfish bay? Reconstructed from the tower body, it attracts a glowing jellyfish in the mist. It collects quartz. Okay, so if we build one of the... I see. Oh, it's going to... Oh, we built a lovely thing. We built a disaster shelter. And we've got to build over it now. And turn it into a jellyfish bay. Okay, fine. Oh, I quite liked our thing with the statues on the corner. Of definitely not eagles. That's done. Okay, right. In the pipe, send... Oh, we can only send certain things. Oh, it's got to be liquid things. Oh, I thought we could send anything. Oh, botherations. Okay, right. We can't send anything down the pipe. It's got to be runny stuff. Oh, I suppose all your dust, I guess, is kind of runny-ish. Okay. We'll send... I mean, yeah, it does sort of give you a hint as to what's actually in the game, look. Fruit wine, resin, date wine, milk, beer. There's no tea, I notice. This is a terrible shame. Okay, just send some water down. We don't actually generate water. That was a bit of a waste of time, wasn't it? But not to worry. I think we nearly have a jellyfish bay, which apparently is a good thing. Oh, and everybody is delighted. People are so happy that we have a jellyfish bay. Why? Why are you so jolly about life? Okay, hang on a minute, hang on. We've got a signpost up on that floor, but what was I going to put up here? Oh yeah, dew collector. I was going to put a dew collector in just because I thought it might be quite handy to at least send some water down the pipe. Just because we've got a pipe to send water down. So I thought, yeah, that'll do. But okay, right, there we go. In fact, as well, has everybody got decent amounts of food? What about layer 2? Layer 2 don't really have much in the way of food. So could we build a little, where are we? Balloon station. So a balloon station here, next to that one, please, as near as you can get to it. Anyway, come on, build it there. There we go, wonderful. And then come down to layer 2, and there we go, like that. Get one built just there as well. Link those together, and I don't know, we can share resources or whatever. It'll be fine. Let's try and get it done. It's going to take a while to build these, I feel. But yeah, what can we... Oh, we're supposed to send it upwards, though, not downwards. Oh, but how do we... The potatoes is going to have to go down the stairs. It's going to be a... Yeah, we're just going to have to do regular transport with the potatoes. I just wanted to share the potato goodness with everybody, but I don't think it's going to happen. They are lacking sea buckthorn on that floor, so possibly... Could we connect that together and then go to here and transport sea buckthorn? I don't even know if they have any, but that'll do, possibly. There we go. Oh, and hang on, why is that broken? Is that broken? Have I done the wrong thing? I don't think we broke those, did we? Oh no, no. No. You misunderstand me. Set route to there, please. There we go, like that. And then you go to there like that. Okay, and then you can send the buckthorn stuff, and you can send water. The water, I think, is going straight back up and then going back down the pipe again. But okay. And what else did we get? We got ourselves, generic kind of blocks. Building blocks. That's okay. And then we got, there was something else, a factory. Yeah, lantern workshop. Quartz can light up dark areas. It can be processed into lanterns. It can drive away fear and the mist and keep the Towertizens safe. Okay, so what do we do with the jellyfish bay? So we are acquiring quartz. Although, are we? We haven't got a quartz stat along here, I don't think. I can't see it. But what if we built a lantern workshop? I'm going to pop one in. Idle Towertizens nearby. Okay, so nobody there to work in. There we go. So do that. Oh, we've completed the tutorial. Congratulations on completing all the tutorials in the demo version. Okay, so the tutorial is done. That's okay. So click skip to continue the game. I don't know where skip is. I don't know where that is, but whatever. That can just stay in the corner. That's okay. I mean, there's not that much for us to research now. I think a lot of it is going to be locked away. Strength training might be quite good. Oh, that makes the porters way more efficient. Yeah, do that, please. Absolutely do that. So what else can we build? Storage units. We can reconstruct the layer of a tower. So we can change the middle tower bits once they're done. Suspension technology, we can build buildings a bit further out. Quartz glass, okay, slightly different type of glass. Baking technology. Okay, right, we have to do that. We need to get wheat, we need to get bread, because that's always a good thing in games like this. When you're doing a city builder thing, if you can make your own bread, you've done well. So, yeah, we'll do that, please. We'll do that. We'll get the strength training done for these guys. Oh, hang on. I feel like maybe there's a disaster happening. Yes, there appears to be some mist. The mist pervades at around 200 meters has been a myth. It's not like normal fog. It seems to be a form of life, which corrodes the Towertizens' minds. When the mist comes, buildings won't be damaged, but Towertizens may lose their faith. It's time to collect the water, but its content is suspicious. I mean, look at the symbol. It's like a squid monster thingamajig. Okay, right. So it's a bit rainy up on this floor, and then you go down here, and it's all dry and sandy. So the tower is big. Different kind of different effects are happening on different floors. Okay, that's that sorted. This is wonderful. We are making lanterns. Hang on a second. Hang on. Is it worth building a balloon to take glass from the glass floor, so from this floor, up to the floor on top of it? And then they can use the glass to make some nice lanterns. Or, thinking about it, actually, we don't need to do that now because our porters are better. They're going to be improved. So I think as soon as that's done, our porters can move more stuff about. So maybe that will make them a little bit more resilient, possibly. Although, we don't have many porters right now. To get some more housing on the go, I feel. Hang on, let's just let's build some more houses on this floor, please. Is that linking to that floor? Layer 6, yes. Okay, right, yep, get some more houses in. Come on, let's just get a little bit more building done, get more people living here. Okie doke, the porter strength research is now complete, so hopefully our porters, of which there are now 18 by the way, thanks to a very aggressive house building policy, hopefully our porters can now carry about quite a lot of stuff and just make things a little bit more efficient around here. So now that's done, what do we go and research? I think we go for wheat plantations because then we can go into baking technology, we can make some lovely bread, and then I think we shall call it there. But I think, first things first, let's get that unlocked. So that is just water and wood. That's not that difficult. That will be done in no time at all. So how about we get another floor built onto here? And then on the next floor, that can be our sort of baking floor type thing. That can be the bread floor of the tower. Okay, industry. An industrial core. Oh, we get more bricks. Oh, plus 60% bricks. Okay, I don't want to do that right now. Ecological, terrace, or ecological garden. Okay, I mean, maybe actually. Maybe a terrace for plus 40% water. Yeah, these are new things. These are new. Or maybe these are things we can build on this particular level in the mist layer or whatever it's called. Because, that's quite good as well for food. But, if we go for that, we can generate quite a lot of water. Because I imagine you're going to need water to, do the whole sort of bread making thing and help grow the wheat or whatever. So, and the research is done. Okay, this is exciting. So, get that done. Let's confirm construction of a lovely terrace. Get that done there. And then, yes, can we get baking technology? We lack we lack the faith. Oh, now we do have the faith. I believe in bread. Okay, there we go. Right, I believe in bread that requires 20 wheat and a bit of water. Okay, so it's going to take a while to get that done because we haven't got any wheat at all. But I think, yes, we can now get this done. So let's put a few houses onto this floor. Little kind of house things going in. Can we get them? Yeah, there we go. Look. So stack them a bit like that. So 6 houses on that floor. Are they on that floor? Yes, they are. Okay, good. And then, we want to get some dew collectors. So we'll possibly put that, one there and one there. And then tuck another one. Can we have it sideways, please? Can we have it sideways? A bit like that. So one there and one there. So right, 4 of those. So plenty of water. And then we are going to need some sort of food. So possibly, do we go for potatoes? Do we get a nice potato thing? Overhang is too far. Botherations. Okay, right. Spuds will have to go over here. Overhang is too far. Okay, hang on a minute. We want wheat, really. That's what we're doing here. So let's go for the wheat, look. Let's get that done. And then have to ship up the food. Okay, wheat. There we go. Get this done, please. Let's get some wheat. Also, we do want to get the signpost just to make the porters a little bit more efficient because that's helpful. Right. there we go. People over here now gathering wheat. It's a little bit weird there's no doors on that side. Can we have a door on this side? I feel like a door would be quite a useful thing, but okay. So now we're gathering wheat, and I think it's going straight into the research. I think it's immediately going to unlocking a bakery, and there we go. We can now build a baker's shop. Oh yes. We can get some currant buns in the baker's shop. Where's that then? There we go. Baker shop. It turns wheat into bread. So it requires wheat, which we have on the floor. It requires water, which we have on this floor. And it requires one of the berry thingamajigs. One of these. Okay. So I think we're going to need to transport some of those up from another floor. So here we go. Just to wrap things up. Just to make sure that we can get ourselves some lovely bread. We want... Right, so this bottom floor here, layer 1, has got all of these things in. So if we put one of those there, and then another one up on this floor, whatever, there, that'll do. Pop it in like that, it's fine. Right, get those two done. So get that finished. Move time on very quickly. Okay, ta-da! Right, link you with you. Splendid. And then please send sea buckthorn. Send that up onto that floor, please. So we've got a few lanterns down. There we go, sea buckthorn. So we've got water and we've got wheat. And then we're going to have sea buckthorn, hopefully. Yes, there we go. We've got 7, which means now we can put in the pièce de résistance of this floor. We can have a baker's shop. Can we put it over this side? No. We can tuck it in between the water things, I think. Yeah, there we go. Put it in like that. So, boop. Yes. Right, let's get this. Ooh. Ooh, there's a shiny thing. Oh, that's our quartz collecting jellyfish, whatever it is. Okay, that's exciting. Yeah, come on, get this done. And there it is. We have got our very own baker's shop. And are we about to make bread? I think we've just made bread. Jam bread? Oh, we've taken the sea buckthorn and turned it into like a sort of a jam. And applied that to the bread. Oh, okay. I thought maybe just a nice normal loaf would have been fine. But no, your bread's kind of sweet. The bread's kind of sweet. They must have awful dental problems around here. I mean, they eat quite a lot of berries. There's so many berries. And we had the chance to make some nice bread, but they've put jam with it. Have we unlocked the dentist yet? I don't think we have. But you know what? I think with that done, we will wrap things up for now with our little look at STARIO Haven Tower. And yeah, it's very interesting. It's a very interesting game. And yeah, I think it's deliberately relatively slow paced. I mean, we've been playing for quite a while, and I know I do waffle on a bit, but we got up to layer 7, which isn't really that high. So I think, yeah, there is the mist zone where we got to. Then there's the rain zone. And of course, we're getting higher. And oh, there's the jellyfish. There's the jellyfish they were talking about. And then I imagine if we go even further up, there's going to be, yeah, there you go. Just see at the angle there. It's gone a bit weird in terms of what we're looking at. But frost zone. Because I was thinking, yeah, it's these things here. So you've got sand, then you've got mist, then you've got rain, and then you've got snow. So it gets incredibly cold up at the top. But yeah, there we go. We've built this tower, and it's okay. I think it's fine. Some things are not entirely as I would like them to be, like the pipes. Also, whilst I was waiting for time to pass by, I looked at the pipes. So I was thinking, I'm fairly certain it said we could put anything in the pipes. So the wooden pipes can only transport liquid. That's fine. I get that. It does say here, though, glass pipe. It can transport both liquid and solid resources. So why I couldn't choose to send the things down, the sea buckthorn or whatever it was, from that floor that we wanted to. No, potatoes, wasn't it? It was potatoes. Why I can't send potatoes via the pipe network, I'm not entirely sure, because the game sort of implies that you should be able to, but maybe it's only certain sort of solid resources. I do not know, but whatever the case, there we go. There we go. We have our little tower, and yeah, interesting. It's an interesting game. I quite enjoy the concept of having to build everything on a central core, but the central core has different kind of types of structures that you can use to get special bonuses. So that one there gives you a bonus, a huge bonus of wood and those berry things, which is very nice. This one here, huge bonus to making the bricks. which is quite good. That one there is a disaster shelter. So you've got all these different sort of things you can do for the core, and then you have all the additional things that you can build around the side. And you've got sort of transport networks going on. You've got yourself your balloons and your pipes and all that kind of stuff. There's lots of different resources. You've got bricks and planks and various other things, lanterns and bread and various kind of food stuff we can grow. So yeah, it's very interesting. It's really interesting. And I think if they just, if they work on it, because it's only a demo, I think it's a relatively early demo, if they, sort of, add finesse and polish and such like, and just sort of working it a bit more, I think this could be something really quite special. I think this would be very, very good indeed. I mean, not that it's not very good now, but I think, when it's finished, I think it'll be very, very good. But there we go. At least we got to the point where we're okay, people seem happy, and we have bread, which is always a good thing in these games. It's always a good sort of marker post. If you get to the point where you can make your own bread, you're doing all right. So I think, yes, now that we've got lovely loaves of jam bread going around the place and people's teeth are just falling out, I think we shall wrap things up for now. We never did find out what to do with these. We never did find out what was happening with the weird sky stingray things. I don't know if they're good or bad. I'm going to assume that they would come and get us, possibly. I'm not really sure, but there we go. Maybe if we come back to the game at some point in the future, we might be able to find out what they do. Because at the minute, they're just a little bit of an oddity. Because you don't really expect to see that in the sky. It should be in the sea. So a little bit of a weird thing. But there we go, not to worry. So let's wrap things up for now, shall we? Because yes, as well, we have sort of come to the end of what is available in the demo, I think. I mean, there's some research stuff that we could get. But that's okay. Glass bricks seem a little bit of an oddity as well. Don't build your house out of those. Don't do that, particularly not your bathroom area. That'd be weird. But yes, we've kind of almost researched everything. So I think, we have had a pretty good look at the game to see what it's all about and how it works and all that kind of stuff. So we'll finish things up for now. Hopefully you did enjoy this. If you did, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with all the other bits and bobs and nonsense that we get up to in the Geek Cupboard. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I'll see you next time. You've been sentenced to 23 years for multiple crimes, including loud humming and public nose picking. Oh my goodness me. It looks like we're serving bacon, eggs, green stuff, and whatever that might be just there. Our psychologist has been murdered by a prisoner with a fountain pen.